Welcome everybody to Gorkous's Red Dead creation of Cowboy Deadpool's outfit. Now, obviously, there isn't going to be an exact replica of what the Cowboy Deadpool looked like in the movie. For starters, obviously, he doesn't have a mask. And honestly, none of these pieces really perfectly matched up what we saw in the film. But I did my best. I did a lot of research looking for pictures on the internet just so I can try to get the best possible outcome. So with that said, let's get into it. I hope you like it. Starting off with the hat, there is nothing that really came perfect. The one that I chose had the best shape. I do wish it was leather because that is what was in the movie. But the Tiltham hat, going with the black one, like I said, it's not leather, but it has the right shape, and really that's the best we can do. Unfortunately, there isn't quite the right look for it, but I did what I could with what I had. Now, as for a mask, like I said before, there isn't a mask like Deadpool's, obviously. If you have a bandit mask, I mean, you could use it, but then you have that big empty area where a trimmed bandana is supposed to be, and that's what I went with. There's a trim bandana. It's a little bit brighter than the rest of the outfit. You can see in the picture right next to it, it's a little bit brighter than the rest of the outfit, so I think that works pretty well. Again, none of this is going to be a perfect one-to-one, but all in all, I think it turned out pretty well. And before I get much further here, I do want to point out, obviously, this is not a Deadpool creation. This is still the Ghoul creation that I had from a while back. I haven't changed it up from that. But, you know, because of the way the skin is, I do think it works pretty well for Deadpool, too. So I'm not mad at it. All right, and for the vest, I went with a Lancer vest. It's faded, it has a dusty look to it, it works pretty well, I like it. With the shirt, with the vest, there are other options that are in red, but none of them really have that Western quality to them. It's all pretty bright, just like the bandana, and I kind of wanted to avoid that. I know Deadpool's outfit is usually really bright red, not quite that red with the Western outfit though. As for the shirt, it's the Stringham shirt, and if I'm mispronouncing any of these, by all means let me know in the comments. But even though it looks really weird without the vest on, as you noticed before, once the vest is on, it works pretty darn well. Cowboy Deadpool in the movie still has like that black shoulder pad kind of thing going on. Again, there's nothing like that in this game, but the little black fringe is a nice little nod to that. Going down to the gloves, we have the range gloves. Again, in black. That seems to be the color scheme that Deadpool really goes with, the black and the red. I think there's a little more gold on this outfit than there has been on the past Deadpool outfits, but that seems to be an ongoing theme with this third movie. So with that, we are going to the buckles. Let's go to the buckles. Now I know Deadpool has a pretty iconic buckle. Again, nothing really works like that for this game. And I also did notice, as you can see in the picture, that it isn't that typical like red and black buckle. It is just a pure, well, mostly pure goldish color buckle, and that's kind of what I went with here. It has that line down the middle because of the knife. It's the best I could find. If you want to go with something else, I won't be mad at you. It's all going to be according to taste. On to the gun belts. And as you guys probably know by now, I usually don't get this in depth on the creations for the outfits, but I did want to try my best for this guy. I went with a sharpshooter holster. As long as it's a black gun holster, it has some embossing on there, you'll be fine. It's good. There is the embossed, like other embossed gun holsters, but really some of them get really expensive, and some of them get really fancy or weird. This one has a nice balance, not too expensive either. So going to the gun belts, kept it the same. Sharpshooter gun belt. And then we get down to the bandoliers. I went with a Coburn bandolier. It's going to be a black and gold one, has the gold bullets. Again, there was a bit more of a gold theme for this outfit than there is for usually the Deadpool outfits. Then going down to the pants. And really any black pants will do. They're going to be covered up mostly by the chaps, but I went with a faded black pant as well. Pants? Whichever one. And this also has some red stitching, which also plays into the Deadpool theme. But the Cufftown pants worked really nicely. And when we jump down to the chaps, went with the Alvarado chaps, red, of course. It does have some extra fringe on the sides that isn't there for the character in the movie. If that bothers you, you can really splurge, get the Batwing chaps. They look nice, but they're baggier than what they were in the movie, so this is ultimately what I went with, and it's also a lot cheaper. The Batwing chaps, I believe, are like $6 gold or something like that. They're really expensive, so this is a nice substitution. Then going to the boots. The boots. Now there was a style of boot that I liked better than this, but it didn't allow to have spurs on it, so had to kind of compromise a little bit here also. Went with just wanted a brown boot with a silver, or well, a metal tip on it. So this was a nice look, kind of works. And again, you know, not that many people are paying attention to the boots, so it's still pretty good. And as for those spurs, going down to the Gurdon Morrow spurs, again, pronunciation, let me know. It has a nice brown straps to them, but the little spur thing on the back is really where it comes in. In the movie, it was the one, it has a whole bunch of little flares coming off of it, so that's the one you want. This is the one that has the most number of them. Most of them only have like maybe 5 or 6. Looks pretty sparse, but we want those flares, so that is the one that I would suggest going with. And really, that is it as far as the outfit itself is concerned. If you want to modify it, which I strongly recommend, you want to have the full shirt sleeves. Make sure that bandolier is over the right shoulder. I mean, you can have it over the left if you really don't care, but again, movie accuracy, it's over the right shoulder. And then the bandana, obviously you're having it just tucked down. You can put it up if, you know, you want to be a little bit more Deadpool looking, but for me, it's always going to be like the down, just tucked around the neck is what's going to look best, at least in my opinion. So that is it, everyone. I hope you liked this video. If you found it helpful, go ahead and leave a like. It does help others find my channel, and I'd love to see a whole bunch of Deadpools just running around Red Dead Online in my outfit. That would be awesome. And again, I hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you next time.